Uh, got a little request here. It's like, man, dude, been doing this thing for a while now, and I've been wanting to reach out with people a little bit here and there, man. I mean, I ain't trying to come and take railroad no one's operation, but recently I was contacted by Jason A, and he wanted to use some of my Skywatch footage. Or no, actually, it was about these booms that was going on not too long ago. But my better footage is actually the Skywatch, man. And last messages use some of my footage, the Red Dawn Apocalypse, Michigan Apocalypse, Red Dawn Sunset. That's funny. I did that on purpose. I said Red Dawn Sunset. How can sunset happen at dawn? Well, how in the heck could the sky look like fire and blood until there's smoke? But no, it's like I said, man. I feel a lot more. I feel a lot better because when I first started looking at YouTube and getting into all this crazy conspiracy, end of the world, you know what I'm saying? Hype. That was one of the dudes I used to watch his stuff. Anyway, so it's like it's awesome to get some of the people I looked up to give me a shout out. Like KJ Osborne one time gave me a shout out. I got on a few radio programs and talked on them. I had this one dude, man. He contacted me, man, but then he backed out on me, man, at the last second, which was kind of disappointing because I really respect the guy's research, man, and where he's going with things. But I don't know, man. I don't blame people for being it's like this. If you're trying to present this wholesome image, I understand why they would veer away from a guy like me because I'm too unscripted. You know what I'm saying? Too liable to, you know what I'm saying, swear when I shouldn't, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like by association, these people gotta keep their distance. But I know I hear you. I hear you hearing me. I know you hear me anyway. But instead of doing all that, man, you know what I'm saying? Me rehashing your information, people rehashing my information. I don't know why people haven't gave me a shout out like these two dudes did. Well, hey, last messages just use my footage, which is fine and dandy. That's why I make it. I want people to look at it. I want them to put it in compilation videos. Not for necessarily my own recognition. It's just, it's more or less for, it's a full circle. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it goes out, and I know that it went where it needed to go. That's what it's about. It's not, I don't want the recognition. I don't really have a desire to be seen by people. Like, if you were to look at my channel, you'd think, oh, this guy's starving for attention. No, I'm not really. I'll go way around the long way just to avoid people most of the time. Because of this subject here, there's a stigma that follows you around if you speak your mind on these things. You can't even say what you see without someone judging you the wrong way, or are you suffering financial repercussions? You might get gang stalked. But I did this. I started this as revenge against the gang stalkers as well. It's like, okay, you motherfuckers want to try to destroy my life and hunt me down all the time. Here's another camera coming right across. You guys always want to follow me around, man. It just caused me trauma. Okay, then. Well, then I'm going to start teaching people. Same thing. You send me to jail, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to teach every motherfucker I can. I'm going to tell them about a maritime amnesty law, law of the sea, corporatism, the flag trimmed in gold, all that, Illuminati, biblical prophecy, scripture, all that stuff, man. That's one thing. You know, that's another reason why, you know, they keep people like me. It's better to keep people like me isolated than it is to throw me in the mix with a bunch of people in the right environment where it can take root and do more damage than just me out here kind of shooting blind, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it feels like I'm shooting blind. I don't know how far it's going. They got my YouTube account so censored. All my social media accounts are just hardcorely censored, and it takes a few years to build up a following. But for some reason, the other YouTubers, they know who you are. You know what I'm saying? But they might not give you a direct shout out like some people have. But and here's another thing: they might give you a shout out with one hand, and then go and research your gang stalker dossier, and then they'll gaslight you with the information that's in there. And it's all fucking gossip, man. It's not all gossip. It might be gossip based on truths, but you got to think situationally. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You can't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if someone's got an intelligence file on you and they want to paint you as a bad guy, all they're going to have in there is dirt, smear information, and they're not going to have no real credible, unbiased information about a person. And I'm aware. It's like, see, this is the thing. I'll hear things people said about me, but it's like, dude, I don't even freaking know you at all. We've never even had a conversation together. So why are you running around saying these things about me? But no big deal. Whatever, man. Think what you want. I don't give a flying monkey fuck what you think about me. This is what I care what you think about. You know what I'm saying? The truth. I care about the veil being lifted. You know what I'm saying? I care about disclosure. I want to see the Wizard of Oz and get his curtain yanked. See that? Yeah, freaking camera. I want to sing ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. So yeah, man, it's just like, look, man, I'm not so, you know what I'm saying, anti-social or whatever, or unwilling to work with people and tone it down or whatever, just for, for that situation. I can do what I want on my own. But look, that just because, don't misjudge me because the way I operate. I know there's a time and a place, like in some places where you can operate. Look, you see that triangle with the all-seeing eye in it? All-seeing eye triangle right here? Look. And then there's a big fucking triangle right here too. I know that you can't, you can do one thing in one environment, but in another environment it'd be rude or unnecessary or unconsiderate. You know what I'm saying? Look, trust me, I'm not so out there that I'm detached from that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. There's no way I'd have made it this far in life without having no understanding of that. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of what you think about my circumstances or nor how I got here, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You can pretend like you do, but you don't. So I don't know why, if you try, it just shows the foolishness of people. Like, they'll go so hard to do this, go roundabout, go through all the non-official channels. Look, here's another one coming right up behind it, just to smear you, when they could have just came to you yourself. And but that's the reason why they don't do that, because they know deep down they're trying to, it's a slippery, conniving move. It's not a, you know what I'm saying? They're operating out of that spirit of, they're committed to misunderstanding you and committed to not liking you. Here's another one coming too. So we got heavy camera today. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying, it's like, look, I'm not proud, I'm not being arrogant, I'm not being haughty, but look, I know what the F I'm dealing with here. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I see anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. But when it comes to this, gathering footage on it, this is what I do now. This is just one of the things that I do, because this isn't my only niche. This is just something, there's not enough coverage on it. You need chemtrail weathermen in every town, every city, because we can cover one another. When you leave people like me out here by myself, it makes me vulnerable to people in their freaking their ploys, man, to shut you up or smear your freaking name. You know what I'm saying? That would be a fail safe, even if I did F up so bad. You know what I'm saying? Uh, hey, you could carry the torch. You know what I'm saying? And let me deal with what I have to deal with. Because look, when I called this one dude, he talked about me running into a liquor store. And guess what? I was in jail one time, and they called me down into the judge booth, and they were like, "Yeah, did you were caught with driving without a license, and you crashed into Corey's Market?" And I'm like, "No, man, that ain't me." I'm like, wait a second, are you talking about my cousin Corey? So on this dude's file, it was Pete Santilli, by the way. On this dude's file that they passed around with him, and he mentioned it on air after I called, that I crashed into a fucking liquor store. And it's like, look, dude, no, that wasn't me. That was a botch of the court system that put my name, mixed my name with my cousin's name because we got the same last name. And so, I mean, in a way, he dry snitched that there's a fucking file on me that straight up is a lie. You know what I'm saying? Look, I might be reckless, man, but I'm not fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know? Might get reckless sometimes, man. I was kind of a thrill seeker my whole life. Kind of adrenaline junkie type shit, you know?